Welcome to Goofing Off-Road. My name's Tony. I'm out here in Death Valley at Barker Ranch with Modern Jeeper Adventures. They have been touring us around the valley for the last 2 or 3 days, teaching us about the mining history in the valley and taking me on some trails I haven't been to before. And while I was on this trip, challenge with my suspension, my upper shock mount broke. So I've been driving around the valley for a couple of days now with no front shock. I took the shock off and I've been driving around with just the spring at the front. Hasn't really made any difference. The springs are tuned so well that you can't really feel the difference between having the spring there with the shock or without. There are some senior Metalcloak folks here and they were kind enough to radio ahead, and they are overnighting me new parts so that I can replace them when I get home. I made it home and Metalcloak were true to their word, and this box was on my doorstep with replacement upper shock mounts, which is awesome. The Metalcloak hardware kit comes with high quality grade 8 bolts and the signature gold zinc plated brackets. This is the upper shock mount that failed, and you can see it's pretty beaten up. This is what the upper shock mount should look like. If you ever have a problem on the trail with your off-road vehicle, it's a good idea to figure out what caused the failure so that you can remedy that issue and not have the problem again. In this case, we believe the serrated nut on the top here came loose, the bolt fell out, and then the bracket moved around until it snapped. When the 6-pack shocks were originally released, we believe that the kit came with this serrated nut that holds the bolt in place at the top of the bracket, and that's what came loose and caused the bolt to fall out. And to be clear, I've run these shocks for about 6 years before the bracket failed, so I don't think this is normal. The new hardware that comes with the bracket looks like this, with this nyloc nut and large washer at the top. That will hold the bracket in place a lot more securely and prevent the failure from happening again. The upper shock mount is easy to put in. Install the hardware loosely, center the bracket, and then tighten the hardware up. When you're putting these 6-pack shocks in the front of the Jeep, remember to orient these red cylinders towards the rear of the Jeep. When you're putting the shock in the top bracket, push the bolt in from the rear of the vehicle forwards and put the large spacer at the front. And the bottom bolt goes from the inside out. Alright, now I'm ready to get back on the trail. I really appreciate Metalcloak sending me the replacement parts so quickly. Their customer service has always been exceptional, and in my experience they've always stood behind their products. I hope this video was useful. Please like and subscribe for more cool videos.